喂，你是谁？为什么你给我打电话？ That's 普通话. That's Chinese. It says, hey, who are you? And why are you calling me? That's the thing that I have on my voicemail because nobody fucking speaks Chinese. They just hang up. If they don't know me, they don't know it's me. There you go. How about that? Long-standing friend of mine from high school in Gaylord, Michigan. One of the oldest friends I've got called me today, and I saw his last name coming up, and I was looking at the... come on, man. I worked air freight. I know ATLs, Atlanta. I know BR, and I know DTW. I know a lot of these. What do you call it? Where is it that the airport is? I know area codes because I've lived around enough that I know where I was when it happened. So when I look and I see 989 and then I see 370, I'm like, I know that is a Gaylord. It's a cell phone. They have 350 and 370 in Gaylord, and it starts with a 989. I said, this is somebody I know. And I saw half his name, and I'm like, I don't know if I can talk to this person right now. So I waited about 10, 15 minutes, smoked my cigarette, and said, I guess I got to call him. He's one of my longtime friends from Gaylord, Michigan. We graduated together. We both went to the Army. He did a 20-year stint. I had to get out. And when I called him, he was like, and we talked and we talked and we talked. And it didn't take long because I don't have time to fuck around. Got around to the fact I said, you're not a Trumpster, are you? I mean, you gotta know. You need to know who you're talking to because we can all just share our things. Like that time the Trumpsters at the graduation party in the kitchen were standing there, they turned and they were talking Trumpster stuff, and they looked at me and they said, what do you think, Archie? And I said, I don't buy into any of it. They shut the fuck up. So you have to know at what point to shut them the fuck up because they're not willing to face you. Oh, just try the can return. Watch how they won't attack while you're sitting there grinning at them. You fuck. They're not as strong as they want you to think they are. Whatever. So he and I, we talked for a while. It's probably been 37 years since we graduated high school, and we've probably only talked about 2 hours in that whole period of time before then, maybe 4. He did tell the story about how when we were in Cleveland, I stopped by to see him when I was on the road. And he said, remember that girl you said, show me your tits? I said, I didn't say, show me your tits. There was a girl in the bar that just lifted her shirt and said, here, look at this. And she showed me her tits. And at that point, the two of us together, he'd looked at me and, see, I have good memories. You might not want to believe it, but I am a vault of knowledge. It's like everything has been written already and I'm merely reading it. I said, no. And he remembered she didn't vow to my request. She had just shown me her tits, lifted her shirt right there out of nowhere. And that's when he looked at me and he said, holy shit, Judas. And I looked at him and I said, happens all the time. Just as a matter of fact, it does. People want me to see things. They want me to understand how the world works because they know that I'm here for you. I help people I don't like. That's the point. I help people I do not like. And as it turned out, um, he's not a megalomaniac, and it was a close one. From what I understand, he voted in 2020 for that fucking poor guy, but that was the year we were supposed to vote against him. He and I, we were friends. We are friends. But he's worried now about the Civil War coming because obviously somebody's going to win, and it doesn't matter who wins or who doesn't. There's going to be a fight. These people are going to fight even harder if they don't get those people down in southwest Ohio that I won't answer my texts anymore. But yeah, he says there's going to be a civil war. And I look, the biggest problem they have is they don't know how to have a civil war. This is different. This is a neighbor next door versus somebody 200 miles south that you can just come back and have another beer before you leave. If you're like, I don't know if I'm quite ready for this yet, have another couple beers, make it another day before you hit the road. They'll be there waiting for you. But no, this kind of civil war, they don't have any idea how they're going to do it because they're right next door now. You don't even have time to fucking think. It might be the guy that's in the Civil War against you is the guy that's supposed to fix your toilet. Now you're in trouble. Not only are you not getting your toilet fixed, you've got that guy in your fucking house. And I look at it and I say, I know everybody's confused. I said, but at some point here, this moral fabric is going to become one of the most important things. At some point, somebody needs to know what is right and what is wrong and what they can have and what they can get away with and what they need to share. Otherwise, there's no way we can all go together. And this moral fabric, it's threadbare. And the emptiness of it, that's wherein the lies reside.